Welcome back to Curious Minds English. I'm Karen.
And I'm Michael. Today we're diving deep, literally, into a fascinating topic about what happens when whales die in the ocean.
That's right, Michael. Most people know that whales are the largest animals that have ever lived on Earth. Blue whales can be longer than a bus and weigh as much as 30 African elephants.
Wow, that's incredible. Their blood vessels are so huge that a human could actually crawl through them. But even these massive creatures can't escape death, can they?
Exactly. And here's the interesting question. What happens to a whale's body after it dies naturally in the ocean? It doesn't just disappear, does it?
No, it doesn't. In 2003, a marine scientist named Dr. Craig Smith studied this exact question. He tracked whale carcasses on the deep sea floor for several years.
And what did he discover?
He found that whale deaths happen in three distinct stages. The first stage is called the mobile scavenger stage.
Mobile scavengers. Those are animals that can move around to find food, right?
That's right. When a whale sinks to the ocean floor, hagfish and sharks gather around it and start eating the meat. This can continue for almost 2 years.
2 years? That's a long time.
It is. They can consume up to 60 kilograms of whale meat per day. Can you imagine?
That's like eating a whole person every day. So what happens after all the meat is gone?
That brings us to stage 2, the opportunistic stage. Small fish, squid, deep-sea crabs, lobsters, sea cucumbers, and starfish all come to eat whatever meat is left on the bones.
It sounds like the whale becomes like a huge underwater garden, attracting all sorts of sea life.
That's a beautiful way to put it. After about a year, only the white bones remain. But the story doesn't end there.
Oh, there's more?
Much more. This is where it gets really interesting. Strange creatures called zombie worms appear to eat the fat inside the whale bones.
Zombie worms? That sounds scary. What are they exactly?
Their scientific name is Osedax. They were first discovered in 2004 by Dr. Greg Rouse. These worms are quite special. They can only eat the bones of marine mammals like whales and seals.
So they're very specialized feeders. How long have these zombie worms been around?
Recent research suggests they've existed for about 100 million years. Scientists think they used to eat the bones of ancient sea reptiles like mosasaurs.
100 million years. They've been around since the age of dinosaurs. How do they actually eat the bones?
They use tooth-like organs to attach to the whale bones, then they drill holes and eat the fat inside. A 50-ton blue whale's bones contain enough fat equal to about 2 to 3 elephants.
So for these worms, a dead whale is like finding treasure.
Exactly. The Osedax worms can stay on the whale bones for several months to 3 years, breeding and feeding.
And then what happens?
The final stage can last up to 100 years. It's called the sulfophilic stage. Bacteria start breaking down the remaining fat in the bones, and creatures like mussels and snails come to eat the organic remains.
100 years. That's almost a human lifetime. It seems like there's nothing left to eat by then.
You'd think so, but actually, an average of 185 different species can live on a single whale carcass. It creates a small ecosystem in the deep sea.
That's amazing. It reminds me of something else I've heard about. Those deep-sea hot water vents that support life in the deep ocean.
Great connection. Before scientists studied whale falls, they thought deep-sea hydrothermal vents were the only places where ecosystems could exist, in the deep ocean.
So whale carcasses are like stepping stones between these hot water vents?
That's exactly what Dr. Smith proposed. Many of the same species found on whale carcasses also live near hydrothermal vents, hundreds of meters away.
But can one dead whale really create an entire ecosystem? Isn't that a bit of an exaggeration?
Dr. Smith says absolutely not. He calculated that large whales, like blue whales and humpback whales, tens of thousands die naturally each year.
Tens of thousands?
Yes. And when you include all whale species, he estimates about 700,000 whales worldwide are creating these underwater gardens at any given time.
700,000. And each one takes 100 years to be completely consumed?
Right. Plus, the average distance between whale carcasses is about 16 kilometers. So the deep sea has stable ecosystems scattered everywhere thanks to whales.
It's like whales are giving gifts to the ocean, even after death.
Beautifully said. Whales evolved from land animals millions of years ago. And even in death, they continue to enrich the sea that became their home.
This really shows how everything in nature is connected, doesn't it?
Absolutely. From the largest animals on Earth to the tiniest bacteria, everything plays a role in the cycle of life.
Well, that's all for today's episode of Curious Minds English. I hope our listeners learned something fascinating about the secret life of whale carcasses.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Remember, science helps us see the world in new ways.
Until next time, keep those curious minds active.
See you next episode.